Okay, so let's try a second example that's a little bit more complicated in terms of calculating the truth value of this entire statement. So here we have this compound statement, and I have already provided you with the relevant truth values of each atomic sentence here. So once again, what we're going to do first is we're just going to replace the atomic sentences with their truth values. So, so again, we're going to keep in the operators here, and we're going to replace K with true, okay, P with false, and then A with false. Okay? Now, once again here, we need to determine what the main operator is of this entire sentence here. Well, so if we begin to look at all of this, and we have, again, 1, 2, 3, 4 operators here, we need to figure out the range of each one of them. So if we're considering the tilde here, the range of this entire tilde is only the letter that follows it. Okay? So we know that this one has to be the smallest range, and it just turns out that the operator with the smallest range is the one we want to start on first. So let's just go ahead and label that with a 1, as in step 1. All right. So again, we're kind of trying to move from inside out and go from the smallest range to increasingly larger ranges here. So if we're looking at this statement here, it seems then that the next operator we need to look at is the wedge, because as you can see, the range of the wedge is everything within the parenthesis. Okay, right. So we're going to go ahead here and label that as basically our second operator that we're going to work on here. All right. And now we're left with the other tilde and the tribar. Well, if we're looking here at the at the tilde that's out to the front, we can then see here that the range of this tilde is just everything to the left of the tribar. Now, why do we know this? Well, because if the tilde was negating the whole entire statement, it would look something like this, right? We would put a bracket to indicate here's the range of the tilde. But in fact, we don't have that. That's not how the original problem is set up. So we can tell then that the tilde is only negating this disjunction that is to the left of the tribar here. So from that then we can determine that this will be our third operator we're going to work on. And so finally, the final operator, our main operator here, is going to be our tribar. Okay, so the general rule with all of these is if you have a tilde that's in front of a single letter, those are the ones you're going to start with first, because they're going to be the ones with the smallest range. Okay? Smallest scope. So let's just go ahead and begin then there. So tilde, if you negate what is true, then you're just making it false. We still have our false here. Tribar false. Okay? Next step is our wedge. And we know again from our charts that the only case in which disjunction is false is if both disjuncts are false, and that is indeed the case. So we're going to say then that the value of this entire disjunction here is false, right? And again, keeping in our tribar and our other tilde. Third step is this final tilde. The opposite of F, false, is going to be true. Right? And then finally now we're down to our tribar, and we can see again that biconditional statements are always false if both sides of the biconditional are of different truth values. So we know then that the entire value of this compound statement with these values plugged in is going to be false.